Sure, my cans were working. Unplugged somewhere. Alright, so what do you want me to do?
You're like the show just started. No, you just took a call from that idiot that I can't stand from Cleveland or whatever his name is.
Corey from Milwaukee.
Corey from Milwaukee.
Oh,
Yes.
God, well,
right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Corey from Milwaukee and how he always calls in.
Okay. All right, so I'm just like, am I just like complaining about it? Is that the idea here?
Sure. Whatever you think would make.
Another interesting call again from Corey from Milwaukee. Second call tonight, by the way. I don't know why we need so many calls from one person, but I guess if Corey's not calling in, well, no one else is. But you can call in, so feel free to do so. Feel free to make it that Corey from Milwaukee is not the only person that's. So another call again from Corey from Milwaukee, who apparently loves the program. We appreciate that, but I don't need this multiple calls from one person in 1 hour, do I? So if you're out there and you're listening and you want to call in, feel free. Go ahead and get involved. Pick up the phone, dial 661-349-TALK. That number again, 661-349-8255. See, you want to call in and be on the air and get involved. It's an interactive show here, program, people. We've been doing it here for almost 5 years now, and Corey from Milwaukee calls every single night and seems to dominate the airwaves. Can somebody else call in? Can somebody else help me out here? Okay. Well, all right. Let's see. It looks like we got about 5 or 6 people in the chat room tonight here. Let's see. Same usual group of folks are out there. We've got Antibert. We've got Spook Central. We have Aaron has joined us in the chat room, and always the ladies get the special mention on the program. So if you want to join us in the chat room, well, feel free, especially if you're a female. You want to go to talkradiox.com, hit the TRX chat button, make up some sort of crazy, wonderful handle like, I dream of Dan at night, and pop yourself right on in there. It's an exciting thing. You can do it every single night here on the program. Do something with the mouse? All right. Now we're hitting buttons. A lot of movement with my mouse.
Whoa.
Very exciting.
Then.
Type something? Okay. Let's see.
Oh, what's up, dude?
We have to go over here and somebody has to type. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. It's time once again for the Radio Dan Show. My name is Dan Delgado, and for the next hour we'll be talking about movies and television and other life-altering issues. We do it live. We do it 5 nights a week, right here on Talk Radio X. Now, so we're on Talk Radio X. That is the home of the Radio Dan Show, but we are broadcast on other places as well. For example, there is the All Digital Radio Network. There is 92.9 in McKinney, Texas. That's KTRX. It's the official terrestrial outlet for Talk Radio X. There's also 1500 AM, and we all know that that's over in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. And we're not necessarily live, but we are going to be broadcast on the Dutar Talk, which is in Johnson City, Tennessee. There is the Dewberry Jam Community Radio. That is 1670 AM in San Antonio, Texas. And last but not least, it is SoFlo Radio, which is right here in beautiful South Florida, which, by the way, that's where we are, in lovely Boca Raton. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. It's time once again for the Radio Dan Show, and yes, you heard right, my name is Dan Delgado, and I am your host for the next hour, as we'll be talking about movies and television and other life-altering issues. We do it live, do it 5 nights a week, Sunday to Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Talk Radio X. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. It's time once again for the Radio Dan Show, and yes, you heard right. I am Dan Delgado, and yes, I am your host for the next hour. We'll be talking about movies and television and other life-altering issues. We do it live. We do it 5 nights a week, Sunday to Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Talk Radio X. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would be looking intently on my screen. Mm.
Yeah, I'm looking for something just demonstrative.
Okay.
Maybe you're telling a joke. I don't know.
I'm getting upset about something?
You don't have to be getting upset, but you could be laughing, but there's a lot of energy.
There's a lot of energy. Okay. I get upset a lot.
All right. Who do you get upset at?
I'm trying to think.
You get upset at Mom?
No.
On the air?
At my mother?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, mom doesn't come into the to the show.
Shockingly,
she doesn't make it. She doesn't make the cut.
Yeah.
No.
Everybody else does.
You don't. I don't know. You don't make it? Do you? On occasion, I guess.
Yeah, on occasion.
Yeah, on occasion.
Not really by name.
No.
Let's say brothers or something like that.
Eric called in the other day, just to complain about Dan Aykroyd for no reason. Yeah, it was just like, hey, by the way, Dan Aykroyd, doesn't he suck? How does this guy get a free pass for 25 years by making shit the whole time? I'm like, oh, okay.
See, that's good energy right there. That's good energy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, tell another story.
and then not only
tell us a story about one of the best calls you ever had. That was great and hilarious, stupid. Just tell us that story.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what. I got a story for you. I got a story for you because you're involved. You already know it. All right. So it's 2008, and I'm busy. I'm doing my own show. I'm minding my own business, right? And who calls in? But of course, my brother Joe wants to call in. Wants to talk about the new Star Trek movie. And not only does he want to talk about it, but then there's my other host on the live test show, Antibert. He feels the need to discuss this as well. Huge, passionate Star Trek fan, right? So I'm thinking, all right, the two of them want to talk about it. I guess we can get them both involved. Joe says, all right, I'm going to call in. I'm going to call and talk about this. Antibert calls in. And they both hate the new Star Trek film. Both hate it with a passion, right? And I honestly, now that I think about it, we did that show for 2 hours, right? My show's an hour, ended up going 2 hours, right? I don't know how we talked about it for 2 hours, that just the idea that the both of you hated the film, right? I took the opposite point of view, just to take the opposite point of view. And then, at the end of it, an hour and 50 minutes in, what do we get? What do we find out? That Antibert hadn't seen the damn movie. I haven't seen it. No, I haven't seen it. I just hate it. I just hate that it exists. No, I just know that it stinks. I have it. It's ingrained in me. Just ridiculous. So an hour and 50 minutes, he's speaking out of a position of complete ignorance as though he knows it. It's unbelievable. Honestly, that was a moment that was absolutely flabbergasted. I did not know what to say. I was like, you've got to be joking. You've been railing for an hour and 50 minutes, and you had not seen it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought you had realized I hadn't seen it. And that was also the attitude. Oh, it matters that I hadn't seen it, that I've been discussing it for an hour and 50 minutes? Ugh, unbelievable. I have a guy who calls in, right? He's a show host. He hosts this other show. It's actually broadcast in Connecticut on some public station over there, right? I think in Bridgeport. And he calls to speak to Antibert, right? But he uses the call-in line. And I guess it doesn't really register when to call when no one's doing a show. So 3 or 4 times a week he calls in, and then I answer, and then it's like, oh, I guess I'm on the air. So then he'll just say, so what's the hot topic for tonight? He's not listening to the show. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't really want to. I think he just feels like, oh, I've called and it's a bad time, but I guess I'll go with it. So then it ends up being 5 minutes of just idle chatter about nothing. He'll say, what's the hot topic? I'll make up something idiotic, and that's that.
But wait, quickly do a roll call of the characters that call in. Give me 30 seconds of, 5
This
seconds.
is Corey from Milwaukee. You're on the air. Let's see. We also have Jeremy from Pittsburgh. Let's see. Who else do we have? Well, there's Spook Central. There is... Why can't I think of these people? There's Nelly. Who else is normally
Freak.
called? Oh, yep. There's Freak. There's Antibert. There is Aaron. There is Girl Sean. There is... There is Learman. There is... I haven't had any coffee yet.
And without all these people, what makes him so great?
Oh, I see. So we definitely love and appreciate all of you listeners out there, especially the ones who come into the chat room every single night. And it's funny because really they all come just to insult me. They are all just a bunch of detractors. They all really hate me. They say horrible, negative things about me each and every night. But they do actually show up. They bother. The dislike is so great that they actually congregate to do this. And I appreciate that. I appreciate our chatters. The fact that they're there every single night to say negative things about me. And really, you should say negative things about me too. That's why you go to the chat room. Go to talkradiox.com, hit the TRX chat button, put yourself in there.
What happens to people? Okay, one more last different angle. What happens to people?
It's hot in here.
What do they miss out on if they don't listen to the Radio Dan Show?
If you don't listen to the Radio Dan Show, what do you miss out on? Well, of course you're going to miss out on exciting, interesting commentary in the world of film and television, which is really the kind of stuff that you need. You see, here's the thing. People are out there, and there's a multitude of entertainment choices, and it's barraging people from all different angles. What do I do? Oh my God, do I go see this? Do I not see that? That's what I'm here for. I'm here to go ahead and take that burden off of you by letting you know exactly what it is that you should see, and more importantly, what you shouldn't see. Is that good?
Okay. Did you get that light flashing there, Scotty? You got a light flashing.
Oh yeah.
The green light?
It's a blue light.
No, the green ones.
The green ones on the...
No.
Modem?
This thing.
Yeah, those aren't flashing.
They were.
They were? Oh yeah, look at that.
Level meter. Go ahead and talk animatedly about whatever, and we'll watch those flash.
Okay. Here I am. I'm talking animatedly about whatever, so I can get those green lights to go as high as possible. But I guess I can only get the first two to go. They're not getting any higher than that. It's very disappointing. I'm gonna stop yelling now.
Here, let's do it.
Oh, look where he is.
Go ahead, shoot him up.
Look, he owns the joint.
Like maybe he's listening to the Radio Dan Show or something. We got it. I think we got it.
And as soon as I put it down, I had a little brother. And as soon as I put it down, he goes up to it. He's whack. Knocked it right off. Really fast.